Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people that always feel like everybody's blaming you, your kids, your clients, because things aren't going the way that you said they might be going? Or are you a blamer? Did you know that the answer to both of those questions is about the emotion of blaming? And did you know John and I can delete that for you? What is this? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Emotion Code Bro Show. We're live every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Today, we are talking about the feeling of being blamed or feeling blamed or attracting blame. And here's the good news. It's an emotion on this chart. And when it is an emotion on this chart, John and I can delete it for you. We're going to talk about just in a moment. So good morning. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loge. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner, and thanks for joining us on episode 193, which means, Captain Obvious, there's 192 episodes. You could be having a Emotion Code Bro Show marathon this weekend. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, certified emotion code and body code practitioner, and helping people all over the world with various concerns, aches and pains, mental health concerns. And this is a good one too. There's a lot of layers to this blaming. We're going to get into that today, so stay tuned. We'll talk about the different types of blaming. So yeah, like Michael reiterated too. There's a few different types. It's more than one. Yeah. We're talking about 3 different types of blaming today. Good. And if you're watching live, say hello and stick around for this great show.
John, my hunch is somebody just joining us. You're thinking, "Oh, that is me." So you know what? We would like to help you today. We're going to explain a little bit later on. We want to do it for you. Do it means remove this thing that's causing your blaming. John, what do they need to do to be considered to be our client today, please?
Yeah, you need to put your hand up, volunteer in the comments. Be watching live on Facebook or YouTube today, right now. And in a little context too. So yeah, being blamed, if you find yourself being blamed all the time for things, or if you have the courage and you find yourself blaming others for a lot of things, or if you're kind of hard on yourself, like blaming yourself, it's very, very common as well. So that's what we're looking for. So a volunteer today. Yeah.
Let's welcome some friends, John, and then a little announcement. You're going to set up the blaming. Yeah. As emotion code practitioners, I'll tell you my experience. To me, these were just words on a chart. And then as I got to do more, I thought, no, this is important. So, of course, I would go to Dr. Brad's book, and on the back, I would read the definition, and it enlightened me. So John's going to do that for us today. Read the definition. And if you're a practitioner, I would recommend that's your every night studying. What does it mean? My favorite, creative insecurity. What does that mean? Learn it. What does blaming mean? Okay, John, we have some friends joining us today. Let's welcome Helena.
Hello, Helena.
Yeah, Helena is another practitioner of emotion code. She's also the stop smoking expert. So she's watching us from Vancouver Island. Letty Madrid is with us. Good morning, stars. Or asterisks.
Yeah.
Let's say star. She's calling us a star. Our friend NPS, Natasha Paula Samuel, giving us a hashtag.
Hey, Natasha.
Yeah, and Zahar from Mumbai, India, is saying hello.
Welcome and hello.
Yeah. It's really interesting, John. We are on episode number 193, and it's like we do repeat a topic. I wouldn't say we've done it 10 times. So my point is we've covered 193 things, and the well is not even near dry. What prompted today's episode? For the last couple of weeks, I've been working with people, and the emotion blaming came up for 2 particular clients, and found out what attracted it. We're going to talk about all that. And boy, they have shifted everything. My clients, after 48 hours, I send them an email for an update. Right. And one woman's headline was "Blame no more."
Nice.
And I thought, you know what? So then I checked with you and I said, hey, is this a topic? And said, oh, it's a topic. And maybe as practitioners, you might feel a little bit of blaming energy for your client. So John, let's open up today with what you want to say and know about this energy on this chart called blaming. Go ahead, please.
Right. Yeah. We'll start with what you just said. So as a practitioner, you may find yourself like blaming yourself for, someone else's, health concerns, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're taking that on, like, you know, you're not like seeing the results you want. You maybe as a practitioner questioning yourself, blaming yourself, like it's, you know, you're
not doing good enough, blaming yourself for not getting it complete or whatever.
right.
I get
Yeah.
that.
So it's hard for practitioners to have that boundary, right? And yeah, the other one would be being blamed. So if you're like being blamed all the time, you have that you know, you're kind of like attracting situations where you're being blamed all the time for things. You know, it's very, very difficult too, right? You kind of like get beat down and, you know, you kind of lose confidence. So, you know, that's very common as well.
Yeah.
The other one is it takes a lot to admit that, you know, you're blaming others and that it's a pattern, because like in today's day and age, you know, we want to have like, you know, good self-image. And when we, you know, fail at something, maybe at work or in a relationship, we, you know, tend to blame other people, right? So,
I'm still back where you said it takes courage, and I'm trying to do in my head, I'm imagining blaming somebody for something, and you know what? That takes kahunas. That takes courage to blame somebody. Whew. So good. I have to stop and have that experience and say, what if I blamed somebody for something? First, I would acknowledge that it wouldn't even feel good, but you're right. It would take a lot of courage to blame somebody. Carry on, please.
Right. Yeah. So if you make like a big mistake or something at work, and it, you know, maybe it costs a lot of money or something like that, right? And just to own up to that, be like, yeah, that's my fault, right? But you know, if you so it's a lot easier to blame someone else and not lose your job, right? So and it's the thing too, and in relationships, I mean, even more significant, you know, in marriages, you know, or, you know, long-term relationships, just, you know, blaming someone else for this, that, like, yeah, a lot of conflict. So let's get into the book here and the definition. I'll read through it here real quick. So it's the Emotion Code book. This is what we're working with here, written by Dr. Bradley Nelson.
Yep.
And we use the chart, as you can see, behind Michael there, 2 columns, 6 rows. That's the chart. And blaming is on there. And so I'll get into this. So being blamed is to be held responsible for, accused of, or found guilty for something. And she felt that everyone blamed her for her husband's actions. Right. So yeah, you're being blamed.
Yeah.
Right. Husband. So yeah, it's funny. This I didn't read this definition before it right now. So it's funny that I was talking about relationships. Yeah. So this is a big one here. Blaming another is to hold responsible, to accuse, to find fault with, to put responsibility on someone or something else to avoid taking responsibility for yourself. Yeah, so that's a big one, right? Like you're not taking responsibility for yourself. So if you have the courage, you see that, put your hand up. Can help you out with that today.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. John, we're going to say hello to a couple more people. So if this is resonating with anybody, maybe you've got a sense or a feeling, you're thinking that you're always the blame. Maybe your kids blame your partner, maybe your wife, your husband, your employee. I don't know. We don't have to create a scenario here. But listen, take the courage. Let us know you're being blamed in the chat, and we will we'll put you in the queue. We're going to say a couple more hellos here. Lauren Nelson Bowman is with us. So good morning, Lauren. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Lauren.
Who else is here, John?
Yeah, Cheryl Hobbs is here from Crane Lake, Alberta.
Crane Lake.
Sandra's here from Calgary. Hey, Sandra. Welcome back.
There we go. We have Pat Hall is saying hello.
Hello, Pat.
And our friend Permelia.
Connie Parksville.
There you go. This week I've been doing a Law of Attraction myth busting series, and I'm on myth number 4. But you've got to go check them out. They're lots of fun. They're about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Of course, I make it a classic Law of Attraction teaching point. But this week, my friend Casey and I, he was my co-host, we did the myth that the universe, it's a sign from the universe when you see 1111. We all hear that, right? Oh, it's 1111. It's a sign for the universe. So I busted that myth. So I won't bust it here. Go to my Facebook page that you're on right now. Look for the myth busting that is 1111 a sign from the universe. Hashtag it's not. Go find out why you keep attracting it. Quickly, John, I have my Law of Attraction book club. It's going to be a private event held in a Zoom call, also recorded if you want to watch it later. It comes with a 15 or 16-page workbook. It's everything in my book, Law of Attraction, from start to finish, with my one-on-one training. It comes with the workbook. This is not a motivational video you'll be watching. You'll be me training you, and you will master the 3-step process of Law of Attraction in the 5-week period. It starts next Tuesday, 6 o'clock Pacific. There's another group that starts next Saturday after the bro show at 12 noon. Once you take one subject and work with me for 5 weeks, then you'll have the formula and you'll be able to duplicate it over and over and over again. My ideal client, my ideal customer, my ideal finances, my ideal boyfriend, my ideal girlfriend, my ideal job interview, because it's all about your vibe. So real quickly, it is a 5-week book club, and you can go to michaelloge.com/book club and learn more about that. Again, it starts next Tuesday, and we have room for you next Tuesday or next Saturday. The URL just went inside the chat. Okay, there we go, John. Things are moving. I got lots of people registered for the group already. They're downloading the handouts, and because these little classes that I'm doing on every day, these myth busting, they're like 15 minutes long, and people are taking pages of notes. So imagine spending 5 hours with me.
Could write a book. Yeah.
Yes. So here's our friend Zahar from Mumbai. What is she saying?
Oh, yes. I stay awake till 1 a.m. to attend the Law of Attraction myths.
She is. Well, there isn't one today. I'm taking the day off, so you don't have to stay up tonight. But she's been very loyal and participating fully, and with all the myths. Letty's saying, I see 1111 every day. Great. Law of Attraction's at work. Okay, good.
Self-blame, self-doubt. Yep.
Self-blame, self-doubt. Okay, so let us know in the chat if you are experiencing any of this blame we're talking about. First time, if you're a first timer, you'll move to the front of the line. We'd love to help you. We want to demonstrate an emotion code session. We want to be your proxy. John, tell us more about what that word proxy means in our work. Yeah,
so proxy is acting on your behalf. So as practitioners, we connect up to you by a distance. So anywhere in the world, we can work with you and act as your proxy. So what we do is we connect up to you, and we're muscle testing. We use our fingers to muscle test, and we're muscle testing your subconscious, asking your subconscious yes or no questions. And we want to know what trapped emotions are contributing to these symptoms, these concerns that you're experiencing. That's ultimately creating imbalance in your body, and attracting certain situations, creating patterns, traits, personalities, that kind of a thing, and obviously like aches and pains as well. So yeah, proxy, we're acting on your behalf as practitioners. So we're certified, and we do it for you. And then we take a magnet and swipe it over the governing meridian. So it's just over the top of our head here, just like this, to clear out the emotion and to release that little ball of energy after we have identified it. That is the process in a nutshell.
Process in a nutshell. The good news is you don't really need to understand it or even believe it. The better news is it's like going to a walk-in clinic. The better news is you're not going to walk anywhere. Really? Could it be easier, breezier? I don't think so. Let us know if you're watching, if you feel blamed, getting blamed. And we want to demonstrate today. Remove that energy, the emotion that's causing it. It could be blame, it could be other energies. We want to do that on your behalf. So let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll dip into a little more blaming in the book here. Just to finish off what we're saying here. So blaming another is creating a victim mentality, and can cause deterioration of personal power, right? So that's kind of deep there, right? So
yeah, that's what I heard too. Victim.
Yeah.
I'm a victim, so I'm going to blame somebody else for having it or having it.
Well, I'm blaming self, right? Which is finding fault with oneself, which can lead to the creation of emotions such as self-abuse and depression, right? So there's a lot. There's a lot there. So that's, again, so we're looking for a volunteer too. Definitely one. Encounter self-blame.
So here, let us know if this is your first time getting a session. And while we're doing that, John, I kind of need to cue law of attraction into why this is so important to remove this vibration of blame. So you called it an emotion of blame, and I'm calling it a vibration of blame. What's the difference between a feeling and an emotion and a vibration? Nothing. They mean that. So you're using the word emotion. I'm using the word vibe, because you know what a vibe is? A vibe is a cute four-letter word for the word vibration. And a vibration is simply a mood or a feeling. Well, what's the difference between those two? Nothing. They're just different words to mean the same thing.
Yep.
Okay, Zaheen is going to get an emotion code session. She's saying it's her first time, so good. She sounds like she's going to be able to be eligible. John, if you want to scan her problem there, and we'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, so
there it is. Yeah.
Zara. Hopefully.
So I'm going to queue up the law of attraction, then you can start your session. So I'm going to use Zara for an example. Anybody, imagine people are blaming you for things. Or you think, as soon as you say something, they say, "Oh my God, she blamed me," and someone else says, "No, they didn't." In other words, everything feels and seems like blame. Now, Q law of attraction. The reason all of us are attracting anything. Here's the big pill to swallow. Get a glass of water. The reason why we're attracting anything is because we sent the vibration of it. There, put Zaheen's head there.
There's the bubble guy.
I didn't create the law, I'm teaching it. If you are attracting it, you've had to have included the vibration. But here's the kicker. I didn't know I included that. No, you didn't know. But you can tell that you have. There's a way that you can tell that you've included the vibration of blaming consciously or unconsciously. You know how you tell? By how much you're being blamed. You see, people are responding to the vibe that you're sending. So imagine the loving you walking around and you're pumping out this blame, pumping, blaming, blame. Not even in words. You don't even know you're doing it. It's a vibration that's part of you. And guess what? Everyone's matching that current. So people are responding to the vibration that you're sending about blaming unknowingly. You might say, "Oh, I'm a blamer," but not know why. We do. The reason why you're a blamer is because, or attracting blame, the reason why you're sending the vibration of blame is because you have it. And John's going to find out why Zahir has this vibration of blaming. A couple more hellos, John, and we'll get started. So Alan is saying on YouTube, saying, "Good morning, Western Pennsylvania. What if I'm not currently blamed, but have a fear of accused of something?"
Being accused of something, yeah.
That sounds like a word we said earlier. That's another good, being accused of it. That's like blaming. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Sylvie Benini from London, she's saying hello. She said here, "Greetings from London, tea time here." And she said, I don't know what this means, but it's funny. Parfume de blame. Does that mean you're sending off this blame scent? John, begin your emotion code session. Tell us what's going on.
So I'll connect up Zara here. So it was self-blame for not being able to earn well. So blaming herself up, not being able to earn well. So I'm just going to set the intention to connect up. So how does it happen? How do we connect up? With intention. So get a good connection here, and I'm muscle testing with my fingers here. So can I connect up? Yeah. Okay. And can I act as a proxy? Yeah. So ready for a session here today? Yeah. Okay. So there is some self-blame. Muscle testing. Yeah. Self-blame for not being able to earn well, self-blame. So is there a trapped emotion associated with this self-blame? Yes, there is. Okay. And we can get a severity too, according to the subconscious. So how significant, how severe is this self-blame? According to Zara's self-conscious, is it at least a 5? Yeah. Okay, is it 10? No, 9. Is it an 8? It's a 7. So it's up there. 7 out of 10. So there's a trapped emotion associated with this self-blame. There is. Is it in column A? Is it column A? No. Okay. Be odd, yes. Even. So it's in B3 or 1. So it's B3. So it is defensiveness. So defensiveness, first emotion. Okay, need to know more. No, so it's not blaming. It's not the trapped emotion of blaming. Not saying it's not there, but it's associated with it,
Yeah, it's part of the problem. Yeah.
Thoughts or these feelings. Clearing defensiveness. So defensiveness, kind of like
don't blame me. I didn't do that.
You're kind of like on guard, like resisting attack, that kind of a thing. Just the perception, right? If you're kind of like, like, I wonder if
feel that about protesters and argumentative type people. They always have a defensiveness about them. We could do a show on defensiveness.
It kind of lines up with what Alan Troy is saying. What if I'm currently being blamed but have a fear of being accused of something? So it's kind of like that resistance is there, right? So that's kind of like what that is, right? Yeah. That defensiveness. So there's layers to this, right? So let's get into another trapped emotion here. Associated with this self-blame. Yeah. Okay. Is it in column B again? No. Column A. Okay. Odd. No. So it's A even. So it's a process of elimination, right? So there's 60 trapped emotions, 2 columns, 6 rows. Is it in column A or B? But right away we're down to 30. Odd row, even row, down to 15. And then we narrow it down to 5 and then to 1, right? So.
And it's not enough to find it. It's like you tapped into my computer and say, hey, Michael, I found the bug that's causing your files to crash. Okay, and I say, well, you asked me to find them. It's not enough. You got to delete them. So it's like, okay, you can delete that file. That's what John's doing with the magnet. He doesn't want to take on that energy, and the magnet's stronger than the emotion. And most times, John, when we're working with people with physical pain, they can physically feel that dissipation of that baseball-sized ball of energy. They'll say, that feels lighter. And that's literal because we just got rid of the weight of a negative unprocessed emotion, so they do feel lighter. What do you find in there?
So there's low vibrational frequencies, right? Nervousness, trapped emotion of nervousness. Yeah. Magnet, clear nervousness. Okay, is that cleared? Yeah, another trapped emotion associated with this self-blame. Yeah. Okay, is in column A or B? So A odd, even, 3 or 5. Is it rejection? Clear rejection. It's cleared. Yeah, another trapped emotion associated with the self-blame. A odd, even, 1, a 1. 3 or 5. 5, 3 or 1. Fingers are getting a little sticky here. Okay, is it rejection?
Drink water time.
Clearing all the rejection there. Okay, is there something in A1? No. Got a bit of a distance to go here. Okay, so is there another trapped emotion associated with the self-blame here? Okay, odd, even. So it's A4 or 6? It's A4, guilt, hatred, or resentment. So there's guilt. Guilt, clear guilt. It's released. Yeah. Is there another trapped emotion associated with this self-blame? No. So good connection here. So I'm still muscle testing. Still a good connection. Proxy. Yeah. Another trapped emotion associated with this self-blame. So there is.
Yeah. So there's multiple trapped emotions, different kinds. John's identifying them, deleting them, reducing the severity.
Yeah. I got disgust, which is kind of like morally offended.
Okay, that's a good definition.
Yeah, disgust, yeah. Another trapped emotion associated with this self-blame? No. Keep going here? No.
Okay.
So I'll just hit pause here. I got the first two. It might have been a bit heavier, so it's not, we're not going to clear out like a...
And she'll be back next week.
So we're just going to leave it here and kind of just, as they say, get your toes wet.
Yeah. And between now and next Saturday's here, just be really observant about what you're attracting because you don't have the same vibration anymore, right? So you got to everyone. You got to really check out the myth busting ones. I've got a couple more coming up next week, but they're fun and they could even piss you off a little bit, because I might be challenging a long held belief. But I came up with a couple new graphics because if you've been with me for the last 193 weeks, you've seen them. I mean, this guy's been co-hosting the show now for a long time, right? He's our dude.
Yeah.
Our bubble guy. But today I came up with the new one. I said, you know what? When the universe first banged, when it first came to be, there was a request for help. And it looked like this.
Help wanted, match vibrations.
Help wanted, match vibrations. So the job description for Law of Attraction is pretty easy. It's all about matches, whether negative or positive. Law of Attraction doesn't decide whether it's a good, positive, or negative vibration or good or bad. It matches vibrations. So what's Law of Attraction matching for you right now? You want to know how? Take a look and see what you're getting. It's a perfect match. If you want to change what you're getting, spend 5 weeks with me. I'll promise you, you'll master the language, the behavior, and your vibes will change. They cannot not change. Hank, no matter where you're at on this dial, whether you're at 0 or 25 or any close, you want to play in my sandbox, I'm going to be raising your dial nice and high. You can expect that. I'm going to help you do that through my influence, through my words, but then you're going to learn how to do it yourself. Imagine raising your own dial yourself through your thoughts and your words. Join me, michaelloche.com/book club.
Yeah, links in the comments. Yeah.
That's right. And also, John and I sent out an email on Friday, Saturday morning about the show, giving you a quick little update. All of my programs that I do are also included at the bottom of the email on Friday, but we let you know what next week's topic is going to be. The address below, michaelloche.com, Emotion Code Bros. Okay, John, we got a couple more comments. We've got Sylvia Bellini. Yeah, she's been in London, England. She's been joining the myth busting series. And Zahara is thanking you. Zahara, thank you very much, John, for your work today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Okay. Anything else you want to add for today, John?
How to get a hold of us? Yeah,
let's do that.
So
okay, I'm going to put John's program on the screen. John's at aliveandpure.com. In the chat on YouTube and Facebook, the link will go to that. And check out what John, what John's all about. You know how to get a hold of me. If you can type my name and you can't find me, get a new typer, get a new keyboard. So I'm pretty easy, michaelloche.com. Okay, there, John, your name just appeared on the right-hand side. And we'd love to work with you on private video like this. Some people want to do it by the phone. If you are one of our regular loyal clients, thank you for letting other people know how easy it is to work with us and giving us referrals. We love doing that. Everybody that comes on my screen that's brand new came from somewhere, either the Bro Show or from a client. And once in my history, and I've probably worked with over 1,000 people, only once in my history, someone said, "Oh, I just kind of stumbled across you like 20 minutes ago." First time ever. Had no idea who I was. And I said, "You are in for a ride." And he was. It was lots of fun. Okay, good stuff, John. Holly Peters peeked in saying, great show today. As always, good. Sylvie Blaze, looking forward to the results. We're going to hear that next week.
Probably come back. Sarah, come back next week. Let us know.
And Helena's given us a thank you. So good work, everybody. John, we'll see you next Saturday here with a new episode on the Emotion Code Bros Show. See you later, everybody.
Absolutely. Have a great week, everyone.